come out today specifically to do some infrared photography, and I was kind of reminded about infrared, I guess. Not so much reminded, because I always do a little bit of infrared, but I was reminded that kind of, you know, sunny days, or sunny days where you've got a good mix of cloud or some interesting cloud, it's just, you know, ideal weather for doing this sort of stuff. And so I brought with me the little Olympus E-PL2, and I've also brought the 14-150. Previously I didn't have a filter in the right size for the 14-150, so I bought a 58mm IR 720 for that, second hand. And on the Olympus E-PL2 at the moment is the Olympus 9-18, which is my kind of go-to lens for infrared. Having watched a video by Thomas Heaton, I think he'd had a Fuji X-T3 or something converted. It cost him about 220 quid, which is probably, you know, which is probably okay if you've got a camera like that sitting around that's not doing anything. I think for me, the reason I bought an already converted Micro Four Thirds camera was because I've got a lot of Micro Four Thirds lenses, and you know, it's not a big camera to carry around. And the little E-PL2 is, I think, it's only a 12 megapixel camera, but you know, to be honest, do you really need that much more? And it's got image stabilization and stuff, you know, all the things you probably need generally. So that's, you know, it's pretty much all good, and I think it cost me about £120. So for an IR converted, it's full spectrum as well, so you know, I can use it with or without filters, and I can choose what wavelengths I want, rather than going for, I think Thomas Heaton went for a 720 conversion, but that means he is 720 nanometers converted, and I don't know what you do about other wavelengths then. Anyway, enough rambling. So I've come over to our natural burial ground to try and take some different pictures, and just wandering around the grounds here. Beautiful, peaceful place. And I walked across Bloodshot to get here. Again, making the most of the skies. I think we'll have some good pictures from today. So, and I will make a video soon about my entire journey in infrared. One to look forward to or not, depending on your point of view. Let's crack on. So the only thing that I've kind of missed with this setup, with the E-PL2, is that without having a prime lens, it's kind of really, it's more difficult to separate whatever it is you're photographing from the background. I did try a photograph just now of some foxgloves, and it's really tricky, obviously, to, you know, well, you can do it, I think, but you've got to get really close to try and separate. When you can only go down to a 5.6, you've got to get really close to try and get any subject separation at that kind of aperture. Just to show you what a lovely tranquil place it is where I'm sat, and it really is very peaceful here, and I'm kind of sitting in a wooded glade now. Really very pleasant indeed. And what I've done at the moment is I've put the 14-150 on the E-PL2, and as you can see, I've also got the viewfinder, the accessory viewfinder on there, and that's just because it helps quite a bit. You know, when it's really quite sunny, which it has been on and off today, when it's really quite sunny, it helps a lot in trying to really kind of visualise the scene. It's difficult when the screen's got the light on it. There you go. First try using a stick first try using the new stick whilst walking. Probably need to sort something out with this audio thing, but I think that should that should work if I walk carefully. I'm not sure there was the need for a stick, but I happened to find the stick in a charity shop for £2, so I thought, let's give the stick a go and see if it improves my ability to walk and talk with the G80. I'm sure it will actually. This can't be too shaky, can it? Obviously we'll find out when we review the footage, but I've got a feeling it might be okay. Let's see.